What's up, good people? It's your boy Scott Lewis, Apartment Gamer and more, Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition here with everything BK John. What's good, John? What's good, man?
Hey, Scott. Good to be as always. Yeah, just kind of ready for the finals to be over so we can officially start another new season, another new what the heck are the Nets going to do to crawl out of the front office has been digging for 10 years straight. So I'm kind of just ready. Then this season, we're ready for something new because, like you said, the Nets do have optionality with different directions. We have cap space, we got picks. We have a 6-pick lottery pick coming up, which some people say we can stay at. Some people are considering trying to trade back to get more assets. But some have this delusional grandeur that one of the top 4 teams are going to trade, the 1 through 4 for a 6-pick, so which is probably not going to happen. So I think for the Nets, like I've said, and other people have said, you got to choose best player available. Now, some people are super high on Mikael Brown. They see the height, the athleticism. They see the potential where he could be. Podthorn went as far as saying he could be SGA light, which is huge. That's a huge, amount of praise to give somebody that didn't even play in the tournament due to a ringing back issue. And then you have A-Cup, who literally, with a bad ankle, dropped 30-6 multiple times. So I really feel like you should go with the best player that's going to instantly give his team something, which could be an A-Cup. Now, if they really think Mikael Brown's defense, athleticism, and his eventual scoring will translate, by all means do it. But how many times have we went after the prototype and didn't get nothing for it, whereas you let good talent just walk right by you? Like, we had a chance to draft Tyrese Maxey once upon a time, but we decided to trade that pick for Landry Shamet, who he is doing well right now, but come on. The Knicks had one of the easiest playoff rides I've ever seen in my life, so I'm not putting much stock in that. But my point is, the Nets have let a lot of good young talent pass them by because they always go for the prototype of this positionalist, hot potato, 3-point for all type basketball, which just isn't fun in my book. You need some type of alpha guy that's going to bring energy, going to bring a jolt to the franchise, literally try to just give it some type of electricity that we need right now, because we don't have a current guy on this team that's going to assemble everybody together, ready to go to war. We got to find that, hopefully, in this draft. I really think some people are underestimating what an A-Cup can be. Yes, is he undersized and he lacks some defensive intangibles? Okay, but is he an elite scorer? Does he have top-tier playmaking? People got to ask themselves those questions because we just had 2 6'2" guards in the Eastern Conference Finals, and one of them went to the finals. So as much people say the small ball era is all but done, I think you got to kind of look at what A-Cup is at this point, which is he is very confident, very mature for his age, and somebody literally said, if you choose me, you're getting a superstar point guard that's ready to go in the gym from day one. And I just feel like for the organization, you got to go with the best guy that's going to help give this team an instant jolt. We cannot wait 2-3 more years for somebody to maybe work out. Enough of the maybes. Give me somebody that's confident for once. That's kind of where I'm at on drafting those two guys.
Yeah. That's for sure. I agree, man. We need some excitement on the team. That's for sure. What about the possible trades that everybody's putting out there with MPJ?
The one that ESPN talked about. I think it was. Let me see. It was J-Dub for MPJ, the 2027 swap with Houston, which at this point I don't think a lot of people care about. The Knicks 2029 first, which could maybe be valuable, could not be valuable, and the very valuable 2031 first. Listen, at the end of the day, this is what we're a little upset with some of our Nets fans. You guys keep telling Sean Marks to make big moves, but then you criticize them for not making big moves. When literally we have the assets now to make a big move, one big move at least, so people stop at the idea of J-Dub because of some hamstring issues. The guy was a legit second option last year for the second youngest championship team of all time in OKC. I guess he's been a little injured this year, but that dude's a legit small forward that offensively very sound, defensively plays well when available. And if you tell me I have to choose 3 of my picks right now out of 13 picks to trade
Right.
with MPJ to get J-Dub, I'm considering it. Maybe we can rework the picks going out, but J-Dub for MPJ, you're trading a third option for a legit number 2 option to build with these young guys. Like, I'm open-minded to it. Yeah, some people are worried about the health a little bit with J-Dub, but look at what he's done when available. The dude was picked, 14, somewhere in the middle tier of the draft, and he became the Robin Touche, and people
Yeah.
scoffed at
Let
that.
me ask you something. Did J-Dub have, what kind of injury did he have? He had a hamstring?
It's been hamstring issues, which obviously are worrisome, but they're not deafening, like a back injury, let's say. I think it could definitely be managed, but we need some type of young core guy that's been there, done that, and can give this team a jolt right now. I know why people like Curious Mike. He's a third option, catch and shoot guy. You know, he took the young dudes on a vacation Memorial Day. I get all those things, but MPJ was stat padding. The dude literally said, because I didn't get my All-Star nod, I stopped playing the game of basketball. He also wanted to retire before the season even began. Like, there's just too many, drama with this dude, MPJ. Listen, if you want to ride out the $40 million contract for one more year and then use that as free cap space to make bigger moves the following year, I'm open-minded to it because, we have to make big moves eventually. But giving MPJ a 3-4 year extension where he's making $40 million consecutively, I'm not open-minded to it. I guess J-Dub has a bit of a pricey contract, but we need talent on this team. Yeah, it's going to hurt the money books a little bit, but we need to get some talent in this building to make a case to other free agents or people on trade markets why we're a destination again. Hoping that MPJ, Nick Claxton, and these young guys we drafted that may or may not work out are going to make a big case on their own. You're asking for too much right now. So if I had to give up MPJ and 3 picks, not those picks per se in the deal, to get a J-Dub, I'm open-minded to it because you need some type of alpha person on this team to wake everybody up and at least make a case for the Nets being a playing team of some sort the following year or no less the year after that, because we need to start constructing a legit roster. So I'm just surprised that people talk about getting instant help. They don't want Acuff because he's a little short, but he's an elite scorer. Don't want him. J-Dub, a second option because he's making a little pricey contract. We don't want him. Guys, look at the state of our roster. If you are open-minded to getting any type of talent on this team, then you're just used to mediocrity. I had suffered 2 years of that, hoping that we maybe would do things the right way and get generational talent. Well, spoiler alert, our front office is bad at their jobs. So now we're in a busy summer. It's true, we're in a busy summer where there has to be at least some aggressive moves made here, at least one big move to give us a sense of direction of competing again. And this current roster led by Curious Mike is not going to make a case right now.
Big homie, you said hell no? What you mean hell no? For
J-Dub.
For J-Dub? I think they listen, I don't know, man. 1 first round pick. No, 2 first round picks, actually. No, 3. Oh, hell no. I don't know about that, John.
It doesn't have to be those picks.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, we have how many picks? We got 13 picks. We have 20 seconds.
We don't have 13 first round picks, though.
Yeah, we do. We have 13 about.
All the way to what, 33?
Yeah, 32? Something like that. Listen, at the end of the day, people got to stop an ideas of adding talent, and J-Dub was actually a second option with OKC. Michael Porter Jr. was a 3rd, 4th, or 5th option with Denver. I'm just surprised that people don't even want to be open-minded to the idea. Listen, we need to find a way to get talent any way we can. If we somehow drafted Acuff, traded Curious Mike and some picks for J-Dub, and let's say we traded Claxton and Man for Zion, could you imagine a 3 of Acuff, Zion, and J-Dub? It's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot more enticing and exciting than what we got now, which is not getting us anywhere.
Yeah, that is true. But I still don't know about 3. But we got LB in the house. What's up, LB?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What you think about this trade possibility?
Oh, I already told John I didn't like it because why am I giving up first round picks?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, John. I mean,
He
this
just
is
likes giving up first round picks, I guess. I'm
it's
like,
it just seemed like a lot to me.
I'm
We
not
have so
giving.
many picks. We're not giving up the house for the guy, but I got to
They're
make
not
something
even. They're not
to me.
even. And we're not even getting their. They got 2 picks in the first round this year, and we're not even getting that.
I mean, LBL, we could rework the deal. Maybe we could get one of those picks in this deal. I'm not saying that's the final deal I would do, but the
Yeah,
pieces I would do. The
Yeah,
players.
I'm not into giving up draft capital.
LBL, we have
I
to
give
start
them.
getting
I
better
give
as a
them three.
team.
They give us theirs this year, and we give them. I don't know. Listen, I can't give up
Yeah,
this
at
year's
least if
draft.
they give you theirs, then it's like, oh, okay. But I'm like, this dude ain't all that. Please.
It was a legit second option, LBL, and he could play the three well, and he plays both sides of basketball. MPJ doesn't play both
You
sides
think
like
he's a
some
better
people think
shooter
he
than
does.
LPJ?
I think he's a solid number two shooter because he could actually be our
Why don't
top
you
two guy
just
on
say
the
no?
team.
He's not a better shooter.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
you did a politician move there, kid.
No, listen,
He asked you a straight up question. Do you think he's
listen,
a better shooter than MPJ? Just say
as being a
no.
top option,
He's a
yes,
better, but he's a better all around player, right?
Oh, he
yes,
might be better. Well,
all around
MPJ
player,
showed
yes.
that he can rebound.
He is
Yeah,
all
but even
he's an all
so,
around player.
Jalen might be. I mean, it
Quicker.
ain't no
He's
might.
younger.
He's a better all around
Right,
player.
right, right, right. He's
But
But
quick. He's
but
younger.
but
He's
what I'm
younger.
saying is, I'm not giving up all of them darn first round picks
but,
for this guy.
but LBL,
We're
it doesn't
doing you a favor. We're getting you out of a big 5-year contract.
LBL, at the end of the day, what I do like about J Dub, he's a hard worker, zero drama. Curious, Michael, if you
Yo,
and I agree on
yo,
he's
when
too much drama
he
for.
gets ready, when his deal kicks in, which is kicking in this year, how much is that? 287 for 5?
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
around a $40 million salary, but he's way. How many years
Yo,
older is he
that's
than MPJ?
incredible, man.
He's
I'm
like
not
what?
paying him no
27?
freaking almost 60 million a year.
Nah.
LBL, we have to make some aggressive. Listen, it's not perfect, but this is what the front office
No,
did.
I'm
Let's
just
do.
saying that's me. I don't want to. I'm saying so. I'm giving up 3. So you're telling me I'm giving up 3 first round draft picks and my number one scorer for this guy, and I'm still gonna pay him 20 million more than I'm paying, almost 20 million more than I'm paying Porter.
At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be those picks exactly, but Curious
No, but
Mike
what
is
I'm
the
saying, but
better
you heard what
team.
I said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
That
makes
has
he
not.
makes like 57 mil.
Right.
Listen, for people that are scared about the money, our cap space bill is pretty clean right now, but you have to
I
actually
mean,
start
look,
paying like cap space up a
you
little
can't
bit.
give up those. To me, you can't give up all of that. Look, don't they want to get under?
Well, okay, so hear me out. Let's keep the 2027 one in there, right? Let's move the other two picks. The 2027 swap one, I don't think people really care about at this point. What about the Philly pick? We got the Philly
See,
defensive
like
pick.
I feel like you're doing moves that might work contractually or otherwise, like salary cap wise, but they're not actually good basketball
Yeah,
moves to
well,
me.
if you assemble the Zion, J Dub, and A Cuff trio, is it perfect defensively? No, but offensively, you
And
have
why
three
are you
guys that
still
can
stuck
score.
on this A cuff thing, man?
I think A Cup is very skilled for what we need right now. We need instant help. We can't just have a project right now that's going to take 2 years. You got to get going right now. We cannot wait any longer, LBL. We are so far backwards that we need to get some jolt back in the space. I don't want our big start quitting, protesting. Like, we can protest some more. I don't want the fans to protest being fans of the team. We got to get some investment back here,
Yeah,
LBL. And A
I
Cup can
don't.
do it.
I think this is a Billy King move here.
A Cup
Listen,
can make that bad.
Jamal said Zion hasn't played a full season, and J Dub
Jamal,
is looking injury prone now. You know.
Well, before these two tank years, I didn't want to give Zion a chance because of the injuries, but given
I'm just
all the
saying.
circumstances,
Look. I
you have
know
to
we have the
give him
money, but if you don't think dude is worth 57 million a year for the next 5 years,
That's a lot to
that's
me.
gonna be a hard contract to move if he
Yeah,
doesn't live up to
it'll
it.
be almost impossible.
It's a gamble,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry. I got you.
Listen, I don't
Wow.
want to pay a guy with 3 back surgeries $40 million next 2 3 years. With J-Dub, the hamstring
You
stuff
don't
is
have to pay
manageable.
him. No, he's only got a 1 year deal with us.
Yeah, but in Sean and
No,
Joe's mind, they have no
stop,
leverage.
stop. You don't have to pay him more.
I'm not
LBL,
willing to give up no
You can let
picks.
him walk.
Not no 3 picks. I'm sorry.
That's a
I'm
lot.
not. I'm not giving them 3 picks. That for all that, John. For all
You
that.
be helping
If I'm giving up,
OKC
So
out
that you can
immensely.
help
John, if I'm
them be
giving up
under the
three,
cap for 5 years.
but it's not even that. If I'm giving up 3 first-round picks, John, I'm moving up in the draft. I'm not giving it up for J Dub.
Listen, there's no way we're moving into top 4. I don't want Wagner. Like, I was open-minded to Wagner, but then I look at his lack of athleticism, how similar him and Diego would be on the court. That's just a non-starter for me. So you really can't move up if you even wanted to. We don't have the leverage to do that. We do have the leverage to trade some picks in a
How do
contract.
you know? How do you know we don't have the leverage?
LBL, how many years we've been hearing that Sean Marks wants to be aggressive? I'm over that
No,
shit.
I'm talking about. Like, say we talk to Memphis. How do you know Memphis? No, that deal they made with the guard, wasn't that a surprise deal?
Yeah, but LBL, listen, Memphis might have to move locations somewhere else. They're not going to let go of a chance to have a generational talent to get their market going. They're rated as the worst market in the sport. They're not letting go of a 3rd pick. They got it. They got to make a
Listen,
desperate pick to keep their brand
listen.
going.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something right now. These picks are more expensive than what they was last year, just
Jamal,
because
Jamal,
of the way the draft is set up now.
Jamal,
These
we
picks,
cannot
we
afford
don't
to
know
wait
what
for
they're
this
gonna
pick.
fall into no more. Because
Jamal,
you
we
don't have
cannot
to be bottom no more.
Jamal, listen, Adam Silver screwed the draft up. I know his new system's being implemented today. It's a screw job. You just give him more good teams an excuse for when they drop the ball to now get good talent, which they shouldn't even have. So, like, I'm not going to wait for Adam Silver to screw this team over again and again. If there's a chance to be aggressive, you got to consider it. Whether that's J-Dub, Zion, so you need somebody to give this team a jolt. And it's not
But
Jirius Smith. That guy is not
but
giving you the
John,
jolt you want.
look at it this way, right? Even being in the middle of the pack now, you're almost guaranteed to get a top pick.
We're not in the middle, though, Jamal. We're
No,
in the
no, no.
freaking
Listen to what I'm
bottom.
saying. The draft picks that we have is not all our draft picks. It's other team draft picks. Why
Yeah,
would
but
I?
Jamal,
Why would I trade those draft picks when they're going to be in the middle of the pack or higher? We
there's no guarantee though for that, Jamal. Right now, we have to find a way to build this team up. Like I appreciate having the flexibility of these picks,
You
but
don't build up a team by overpaying for people.
listen, the problem is we had our own picks in our front office screwed that up. Now having other teams'
Nah, I
picks,
mean,
like
I'm not
it's a
crying
better
over spilled
way.
milk. I'm just saying, to me, you look at Jalen Williams, he's not a $57 million a year player.
No, listen,
And especially for the next 5 years.
That's what I
I
say. I say he ain't
understand
no
the price.
56
I
million.
understand the
That's for
price. So
sure.
then my pivot would be if it's not J Dub, let's fix this front court up. Let's take a little gamble on Zion. We don't have to trade any picks, and let's sign iHeart and free agency. A Zion iHeart front court is million times better than a Clowney Claxton undersized front court. You
I
want to cheap
mean,
out on J Dub? Let's do something like that. Let's reinforce the front court.
I'd rather trade MPJ for John Morant.
I'm good on job, man. Like, nah, man, I do not need that basket case right now. That's just gonna make it even worse for us. It's just gonna make it even worse. Like we're trading baggage for millions of
For
baggage. Like
talent.
I was old-minded to Job, but man, he just rubs his team the wrong way with his personality, and he's not gonna handle the media well in New York. Like that's just gonna be, oh, that's gonna be a headache for
Oh,
us.
so we are aware that the media in New York sucks ass, right?
Well,
That's what.
you gotta have thick skin. Yeah, it's not. You gotta have thick skin for media. You gotta have thick skin. And I just don't think Ja has that, man. Like it's gonna be his way or the highway, and we're already, 10 feet under right now. I don't need to never be able to breathe air again. So
No, what Jellio's saying, his contract. What we saying, Jellio, is that me and LB and Jamal was saying, $56 million is a lot of money for J. Will.
That's his that
That's
would
a
be
lot. Plus
it's
3 picks.
287 over 5 years.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Starting now.
You get you actually paying more. You better off keeping MPJ.
I don't want to keep MPJ. Like I'm
But
open
I get it. He don't fit the timeline. I
It's
get
not
the
even-
whole
It's
thing.
not that the the timeline, he's not making his team any better. This dude is making everything about himself. Literally,
are you judging everything based on this past season?
no, not past it, just who he is as a person. Listen, this guy took you.
All right.
Listen. I saw the Memorial Day.
You say the character.
Listen, I saw the footage of him taking the young guys on a trip this past weekend, but wasn't a few weeks ago he was literally talking crap about these kids, saying, "Oh, they're not ready. I need a star guard or a star shooting guard next to me."
He ain't lying.
Scott, he may be true. Listen,
he's telling the truth.
No, Scott, MPJ may be true to an extreme, but he's not the best guy on anybody's team. Like, LBL is always hitting on the head with that. He is not as good as he thinks he is. You didn't win a ring without Jamal Murray, Joker, Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown. And he acts like, oh, if I get a scoring guard with me, we're going to be a good team in a year or two. It's not true. Why not going to pay you $46 million?
I think, to be honest with you, there's very few people who are worth the $287 million for over 5 years. There's very few people like that. I mean, like the Shea, yeah. But I mean, there's so few guys like that, and they're just eligible for it because they either made the All NBA or whatever. But there's a lot of guys that, man, I'm not paying you this. I mean, I understand the Giannis because he's an attraction, but right. Jalen Williams is not an attraction.
But he's a young building block, and we're in a desperate situation.
No, but I'm saying I'm not paying freaking. I'm not paying. He's taking up freaking third of the salary cap.
Yeah, but the cap.
No, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Keep increasing though, so eventually.
By the time we start to get good, then we'll have to move him for someone, and then we'll have to pay more first rounds for someone to take him. Because his contract is so bad.
I understand there's a financial flaw mixed with it, but at the end of the day, a J-Dub, a Zion, we need somebody. Currently, MPJ is not the guy that's going to set this team ever on fire. And
I don't want MPJ on the team either. I'm just saying I'm not giving up draft capital for him.
Well, it doesn't have to be those exact picks. I mean, we have the Philly pick. We have other picks that aren't going to be as crazy that we can.
No, I'm saying, why are we giving up picks to get rid of them?
I'm not giving up no first round picks. I'm sorry.
I'd rather, you know what? I'd rather not play him and just let his contract run out.
Oh, come on, LBL.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm not,
I mean, everything. And listen, I honestly believe, and I know a lot of people disagree with this, but sometimes it's best to let people just go.
Saying, or like the thing that happened with Ben Simmons when we should have just cut him. We should have cut him 2 months before we did. It's like, just let him go. It doesn't matter.
Go. Yep, just give him pay his salary and let him go. You knew you was taking that year.
I mean, we got what we wanted out of the Cam deal, right? We got the pick, right? That's what we wanted, right?
Just let his contract expire and use it as cap space next year. I'm totally fine with that.
But I'm just saying, I don't want to take on a contract like this, and it's this type of player.
No, I
mean, you're talking about this is like a super max deal, and he's not a freaking super max guy.
Yeah, he's like my third option, maybe.
well, if you're looking to flip him, I keep hearing Detroit as a team that wants.
No, I'm saying you can't flip him once you spending. Come on, $287 million. Nobody's gonna take that.
I'm saying as an expiring contract, it entices Detroit because they do need another option next to Cade. They have different contracts to move. Ron Holland, young player, got no time really in the playoffs, could fit our mold. Isaiah Stewart, I know there's a little physicality.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're just making moves to make moves.
No, that's actually a good move. Hear me out for a second. Ron Holland fits the timeline. Isaiah Stewart gives us a lot of physicality in the front court.
What are they getting?
Good vet. Karis LeVert, good vet. And we get the number 21 pick in this year's draft, which we've shown a tendency to find some diamonds in the rough in the later part of the draft.
What are they getting, MPJ?
Yeah, there you go. Straight up. Like, they need another option next to Cade, and he's only making $40 million for 1 year. Let them figure that out.
I don't think they'll do it, but I'd do it. I'd do it.
Like Big Homie said, what if MPJ decide to take a pay cut?
Yeah, okay. I'll see it when I believe it. Like, why would he want to take a pay cut when we didn't even get a top generational talent? If we would have, listen, if Sean Marks would have been a screw up about this whole
You
tanking
know what
process,
I
he would
think?
actually
You
have
know what I
Right.
a hold
think?
of
You know how I
every day.
think they're looking at him? You know how I think they're looking at MPJ? They're not gonna they're not gonna give up all of that for him, and they probably thinking he's not even that much better than Tobias Harris.
Well, the only problem is I hear them looking at Lloyd
You're
Marketing
talking
and
about
Trey
Jalen Williams,
and
right?
Trey Murphy. Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
hear them.
talking about Michael Porter.
MPJ.
I'm
Okay.
talking about Michael Porter, you know,
Right.
because
Right.
you know what's the name did, you know, as much as they talked about him and he had a bad game 7, but he did play better in those earlier rounds, Tobias
Right.
Harris.
Well,
Right.
Tobias has always been bad when the most important games matter. He's been fine in the middle parts, but it's when it's most time to clutch time to really win it all. He's always dropped the ball, and I think for MPJ, he gives them the 3-point scoring. I don't think they're a great 3-point scoring team, so MPJ checks the box there. He rebounds a lot, helps with their physicality, checks the box there, and he's been a decent third option. I hear them looking at Laurie Markin and Trey Murphy, and I'm like, those guys are good, but I don't think they're as good as MPJ at a cheaper rate. You have to give up. I'm hearing 5 of 5 first for Trey Murphy, which is crazy. And then Laurie Markin, Danny Ainge is going to want 4 to 5 first. But MPJ, a pick and 3 depth pieces, that's way more manageable for them and for us to get something back
Yeah,
for MPJ at this
I just
point.
don't think they'll give it to us.
Well, we'll
And
see. We'll
especially
see.
Stewart is like one of their emotional leader guys. Nah, they're not doing that.
Okay. And Dennis, it's a lot of fun if I was GM. I actually would try to give this team a fighter's chance, then be Sean Marks and wait for everybody to come to me and act like I pulled the move off. I think Sean Marks has been waiting for a team to give him
I hear
something.
you, but you can't force people to trade with you.
Yeah,
I
that's for
understand.
sure.
I understand, but I think
Listen to what Dennis said, John. He said it ain't easy, right?
well,
It ain't
it
easy to
ain't
be a
easy to know
GM.
what you're doing. It
It's
ain't easy to
not.
know what you're doing. Sean Marks clearly doesn't know what he's doing. He's had this job for 10 years, and what has he done with it? Nothing.
Well, I
He's
mean,
good.
he did get us KD.
Oh, yeah, for half a year. I can't
We
with
did
that.
make a run, man. We made a
That
run.
wasn't a run. Scott, making a run is getting to the finals, either winning it or barely winning it. And we were so behind on the line away from that. For
We ain't in the playoffs now. At least we was in the playoffs.
Scott, at the end of the day, that was a gamble that literally you didn't have to make the James Harden one. You had Katie Conley, you had
Yes,
again
I
here. You
agree
didn't
with
have
you.
to
You
do that.
didn't need to, but would you? Would I? Yes,
Well,
I
with
would have.
with
I
the way
would
James
have
was
at that
playing, you
moment.
could have, but you didn't have to at the same time. Maybe it could have not worked out. How many
It,
times we talked about hypotheticals like a team needs to do something, they didn't do it, and they still won a title, like with Cam Johnson. So
Yo,
KC,
how can
and
we
they
get
still
a
won a
second
title.
first round pick?
that's the key. How can we move up or get another pick?
We have 30 picks to work with. If this guy can't find a team for new picks, like, come on. He has the math. He just doesn't
So
want to
I
do
mean,
anything.
if we got 30 picks, this is reasonable. If we got 30 picks, we should just wait on it. We should let the thing work out. Let it work out. And sometimes things fall in your lap. Sometimes shit happens, and then you get this phone call. Sean get a phone call, and you know he's good at picking up the phone and going, "Oh, that sounds interesting," because he did it before. He did it with Katie and Kyrie. He said, "Oh shit."
Oh my gosh, you already 6 picks from Mitchell? Upright? Come on, man.
You
Stop.
know,
You
but
don't
listen,
do
that's his MO. He right now, the Nets. This is why I put that in the
He
thumbnail.
thought he was signing Michael Jordan. He didn't
Right.
know it was DJ.
Scott, I cannot believe he gave DeAndre Jordan $40 million, man. That's still, woo! That was one of those, like, sheesh. Trade for a bag of bones in the sign thing, man.
I agree. Sometimes it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I was saying, but I definitely think trading up somehow in this draft makes sense. It's just waiting for this guy to do it. And let's remember, draft eve night, the day before the draft, that's when this guy's been known to make a move or two. But you traded
What's
for
good,
a pick
Joey?
first
What's
last
good,
year,
Joey?
and you didn't even use those picks to draft right. So it's like, I don't even know if he makes a move before this draft that makes sense or not. Like, it has to make sense. If we get a second first before draft night, okay, maybe that's a decent move by him. But it depends who you're drafting. Like, I better not see another Ben Surratt on the board.
Hey, are we playing chicken with the 6th pick? Are we gonna like if
I think we should
Sacramento
pick it.
wants
Just
a
pick it.
certain person?
I think
Not Sacramento,
LB.
whoever it is.
Yeah, LB. I think something will fall in our lap.
I've heard about the Sacramento thing. If they want to do, let's say, a Mikael Brown for Acuff and they want to add some pieces to it, and you want to give me Sabonis, then I give you Claxton and you give me a future first, a 2027 first. If it's going to be Mikael Brown, Sabonis, and a 2027 first for Claxton and Acuff, okay. I don't
Why are
want to
you
do it,
making it
but
so
those out there.
complicated with freaking Sabonis and Claxton?
LBL,
Come on.
LBL, you know they're going to want to get rid of Sabonis. You know Jordy will be gusting at the
You
opportunity to
know
get his
what? You
former
know what?
big man protege back.
If we had the 6th pick and we had the choice of Acuff and Brown, and we know that they want Acuff, I'm trading them Acuff, and all I'm asking for is their pick, is their 7th pick, and I'm asking for a first round next year.
Yeah, but I'd rather at that point just get Sabonis for Claxton, at least get rid of
No,
Claxton and
no.
have
See,
Sabonis for
all of that
nothing.
complicates things.
No,
Sabonis and Claxton. Come on, man. Then you're gonna be saying, "Oh, so Sabonis does is he's got empty calorie rebounds and double digits." That's all you're gonna say about him. He doesn't defend.
We need somebody on this team. If I'm giving up A Cup, a potential second star, I need more than Mikael Brown. Like, some people are saying this guy's
Yo,
SGA. I
you
gotta
keep
see it to
saying that
believe it.
like Mikael Brown is not as good.
He's fine, but he's not like you make him out to be generational. Which I gotta see more tape of this kid when it actually matters.
You're not
Like,
even
come
gonna
on.
watch it.
You
Yeah.
got to see what he does on the court. At least with
What?
A Cup, we've seen a lot of what he can
You're
do.
not even gonna watch it.
Listen, Joey said.
He got 30-6 on a busted ankle, man. A Cup did. People don't take that into
Listen, to answer your question about Tobias Harris, Joey said MPJ is more consistent than Tobias
Stay
Harris.
away from Tobias Harris. I'm not giving that guy $30 million. Hell, he got $50 million.
Who?
Like, come on,
Tobias?
man. He got like $50 million for 2 years.
Yeah.
Nah, man, he's not worth that money. He's a penny pincher. That's what Tobias is, man. You give that guy a bag, he'll look good regular season, but when playoffs come up, boy, he's just gonna start missing a lot of shots. Do not get Tobias Harris from Brooklyn.
No, we saying
that
MPJ is better anyway. So I mean, you better off just keeping MPJ. That's for sure.
I rather just let his money run out. Like, if we can't trade him, just let his money run out. I don't want to send the guy. Like, we would be fools to extend him at this point. If we
See,
legit
when Big Homie says I would move down, draft Mara, trade Clax, get back in the first, it's like, who are we trading Clax to that we're gonna get a first round pick in this draft?
I would trade him to the Lakers. Lakers have cap space. They'll give us Dalton Kennett in a first. I mean, I'll do it at that point. I gotta get rid of Claxton somehow. I think the Lakers might budge finally and give up something for him. Because they've been rumored to want him.
You think the Lakers would give up Claxton once we show that we have a glut of centers by drafting Mara first?
Listen, I think Claxton would complement.
As soon as you draft Mara, if you haven't already gotten rid of Claxton, the price goes down.
Listen, I want Mara too, but I would have to find a way to trade up for him. I'm not going to trade back and use a lottery pick on the guy.
You get what I'm saying, Scott?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When the team see you have a glut, that makes the price go down on each of your guys.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to wheel and deal then because I know you got to get rid of somebody.
Exactly. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. You got to get rid of them first.
Yep, sure enough.
It's just a lot to expect us to be able to strategically.
I wish it was that simple. It is. I know it ain't. I wish it.
I just hope they stay away from Lopez, man. If they draft Kareem Lopez, I'm moving to Europe. I don't care on a raft. I'm out of here, man. You cannot draft Kareem Lopez with the 6th pick, man. That's really filing for bankruptcy. Like, come on, man. He's not that guy. He's a good guy, but a 6th pick? Come on, man.
I've never seen him play, so
I only seen tape on him. I really haven't seen a game.
Bro, he looks like Brook Lopez's brother, man. He's got that same hair Lopez had a few years ago. He was with the Nets. Oh,
But
the
does he
Lakers
play like
play.
him?
Not even close. Listen, I think he's like a B minus wing, but it's like I need more than a B minus if I'm gonna take a chance on a guy like that. I'd rather trade up and get Native Men at that point with a second first. I like Native Men a lot better. I think he's got the height, the scoring. He just needs to get stronger as a player, which we can do. We've shown we could get guys on a good regimen program. But I wouldn't use my pick
Yeah,
to
I
get
know
him at
Claxton,
pick.
that muscle bound guy.
Listen, this contract, I do not know for the life of me why we ever extended this guy. This guy was in trade rumors for like 3 to 4 years. They do not
Because
have to pay the guy.
he was a trainer away from being muscle bound.
Yeah, sure.
Um, nah,
Joey, I like Mikael Brown
that
too. I really do. I
He
think. I
needs to
think.
borrow. He need to borrow some of Darren Peterson's creatine.
if you get Mikael Brown, you got to fix your front court. Like you got to get me Zion or Hartenstein. Like I need some physicality in that front court. Like Mikael Brown,
Yo, you know what I really laughed at, John, when you said, "Yo, because I've been suffering for these 2 years," and I'm like, 2 years? That's nothing.
no, LBL, these 2 years have felt like 10 years, and I was patient. I was all
No,
in.
but I'm saying that's nothing to a longtime
No,
Nets fan who's
but
used to
LBL,
losing.
LBL, I was one of the most pro tankers because I believe the 6'5" guys we could eventually get, if our front office actually had some brains, it would actually lead us somewhere. It didn't. Now I have to adjust my strategy. That's why I'm open to guys like Akov, Jalen Dubb, or Zion because we need talent. Right now, talent is going to speak
Yeah,
more
but
than
see,
help on certain projects.
you want talent because you want to be a mid-level team.
It's not about being mid-level. It's about having a base to start with. We have no base to start with. I got to wait for Ben Seraph. I got to wait for Drake Powell to be confident. I got to wait for Danny Wolf to speed up his
I'm
legs. Like,
saying,
come on.
you know what I'm saying? I- They're probably just not good enough. That's a problem. But I'm saying, but if Yegor is good, if any of the other ones are good, plus this guy we draft is good, I'm patient. I can wait as long as I see that they're gonna be good.
I know.
I don't need to make the playoffs next
If,
year.
if you draft Acuff to pair with Yegor, you have a dynamic offensive backcourt. Defensively, you're gonna have to fix that with the front court. So if you could replace MPJ,
I
Cloud, and
mean,
Claxton with something better, you do it.
do you remember 3 years ago when Detroit wasn't good when they were losing all them games?
Yep.
But they drafted
No, I'm
guys that were
saying,
talented.
but you looked at, Duran, and you looked at Cade Cunningham, and I know Ivy was out, but you looked at the Thompson twin, and you said, man, this team got some talent. They're gonna be good. I don't mind being in that situation. And I think they lost like 20 something games in a row,
Yeah,
right?
but LBL, they drafted different
No, but
positions
what
of
I'm trying to
need.
say is you don't have any patience just to watch your team slowly get better.
LBL, there's a
It's like, why
difference
do they
here.
have to be freaking.
LBL, there's a key difference. They drafted generational talent in Kate Cunningham. They drafted an all-worldly defender, Austin Thompson. They
Nobody,
drafted.
no, I'm saying, but at the time, he might have been a number one pick, but nobody was calling Cade Cunningham a generational
No, but
talent.
LBL, they drafted guys of different areas of need. Durant, we didn't see him be the Hulk that he is right
No,
now.
but no, I'm saying, well, I knew Durant. I knew Duran was gonna be good because I saw him at Memphis.
I know, but LBL, they drafted guys at different positions to be really good eventually. We drafted all these guards. You cannot play all these guards in the court together.
No, but
That
I'm
would be
saying,
the most
but you
confusing thing
gotta
about this whole
stop
thing.
where we're at. If
We,
only, if
we,
only who we
we have
draft
all these
this
guards.
time and Yegar, if Yegar and then this guy
Your mic is
are the only two good players, but they turn into all-star type players.
right.
I'm patient enough to wait for that to happen. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I
but
don't
LBL,
need to say, "Oh, we got to win." Whatever, as
but
long as I
LBL,
say, "Oh, he's getting into, he's getting into his third year now. He's actually contending for the All
but
Star and stuff."
LBL, we don't even have a balanced roster. We have too many
No, but
guards.
I'm
Our front
saying,
court
but
is
you're
not that
worried
good.
about team stuff like that, like you're trying to contend.
It's not, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about getting a base to start. Zion, J Dub, A Cup. I'm talking about guys that are going to
A
give this team
base to
something.
start, a
Instant.
base to start is having a really talented player like with the sixth pick.
And if it's A Cup, then I'm willing to be a little patient. But still, I want to maximize A Cup as best I can, so he feels like he doesn't have to have the whole weight of the world on his shoulders. Everybody's going to be talking about his defensive issues. So fix the front court. This is what a GM is supposed to do. You make a
Nah.
gamble on a player. You got to build pieces around
You
said
got
player
you
and then the
got don't you
collection.
have a piece already?
What's the piece,
Let me
Yegor?
ask you this. Is
Jaguar.
Diego a piece or not?
He potentially, if he has a really great sophomore
No,
year,
I'm
I got to see
saying
better
is he a
defense.
piece
I
or
got to see
not?
better playmaking. He
Huh?
could be. He
He
could
don't
be.
know. He don't
No,
know.
no, just a yes or no.
LBL, it's inefficient data. At certain points, he looked great. At other points, he did not look good. I got to see better the
We
sophomore
got
year to
we
make
got
that
Joey.
recognition.
We got Joey on the stoop. What's up, Joey?
Hey, Joey.
What's good, man? We'll be crashing out. We'll be crashing out over the night, man.
We just have discussions about the future.
I'm telling
Go ahead.
John that he needs to be more patient. That I'm good
Oh, man.
if we get if one of these guys takes a leap, like and gets
Listen,
better.
I
And
tell you,
if we get the sixth pick and it's a guy that is a future star, I'm good with where we're at. We could just incrementally get better. You
yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
I don't
Oh,
need to go fill out the whole roster to try to freaking compete for some play-in or nothing.
I
LBL,
mean,
that's better
I
than
I
staying
mean,
high.
I mean, I get it. These been a long 2 years for some people. I mean, we've been rebuilding literally for like 2 years, and the way some people been. This is not a dig at you, John, but I get it. You want to see the team turn around. But it's like, yo, it's been 2 years, and I get it. It's been 2 years, but it seemed like it's been like 5 or 6.
It
But
feel like it.
we got to understand something, right? And I'm not trying to compare us to San Antonio and OKC, and I'm not trying to say it's going to pan out the same way. Those
Right.
guys were shit for a long time. They were losing forever, right?
Yes, they
Now,
were,
granted,
Joey.
they got the draft position they needed
To
in heavy,
elevate.
talented drafts to be able to rebuild properly. Adam Silver's in the league still kind of fucking us over. They kind of like leaving us right outside the club. They like, yeah, well, we not gonna let y'all in the club, but we gonna keep y'all in the line, Brooklyn. What I mean by that is they not giving us no top 5 fucking pick. They just keeping us right outside of that, right? Um, but we gotta understand, man. This is a process. I know people hate that word. This is a process. All you could do is try to improve the team little by little around the edges, and you know what? You go back to the drawing board based off what you see and what you got, and you continue to try to improve. There's multiple different avenues to do that. We don't have to do everything through the draft. We could do some things through free agency. There's key free agents that I hear a lot of people talking about. I hear people talk about the Harstons. I hear people talking about the Dorts. I hear people talk about the kid from Peyton from Denver.
Denver, yeah.
I hear people talking about Eason. Like
Yeah.
it's multiple different ways. Like there will be players available. I get it. Last year was rough. However, we should be better. Not saying we're gonna make the play in, y'all, but I don't think it's gonna be as rough as it was last year.
You
That's
got
what
to
I'm
take
saying.
Last year was
the.
meant to be rough because we wanted to try to maximize the rookies
Thank
as
you,
well as
Joey.
tank.
That's
If
what it
you,
was.
if,
And that's why I keep saying people keep looking at this year as
Right.
though
So
we
you got to
and you
understand this
knew
year is
what
a totally
the
different
agenda
year.
was.
We're not going to have a draft pick in 2027 unless Sean pulls
So
some
it's
shit out
no
his ass.
reason.
So you got to understand 2 + 2 = 4. That means he's probably going to improve the roster, right?
Right.
He's
you,
not
would-
going
you
to
would
dumb down
hope.
the roster this year like he did last year.
You would
So,
hope, and it starts with that front court. You guys want to be patient? Give me a front court that's going to give me
but John,
something. Because right
But
now, I can't
John,
we
think
don't
of
listen.
anything.
If we can trade down and get Mara in a combination of Mara, a Cuff, or Brown, I'm happy. I don't know how we do
I'm open
that.
to that. Hmm?
But cool.
Yeah, I'm
Rather
open
than
to that.
that, you stay at 6 and you pick the best player available, whether that be a Cuff or Brown. I'm cool with it, right? Now
Hmm?
Mara, if we pick him at 6, I'm like, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I would be like, well, okay, cool. You know what I mean? We could get our center. in free agency, we could get Hartenstein, we could get
You
Sabonis.
can't get
We don't have to
Hartenstein,
get
man.
we don't have to get our center in the draft. We don't have to get everything in the draft.
If you get Hartenstein, you're gonna have somebody these guards can actually play basketball with. A guy to play defense, rebound, set, do lobs, set a screen. Like you'd be surprised just getting a center on this team will do for us. Like LBL, I get being patient a little bit more, but you got to give me pieces to start playing competent basketball. We still don't have a center that can set a screen on this team, and that's fundamental basketball. I want to figure out for this team.
But
You want to take time? Let's handle the fundamentals first, at
yeah,
least.
Forgive me,
but
forgive
John,
me, John.
we got to get the talent. See,
Forgive
we
me,
at the
John. I lived through
we
Yinkadare.
we we at the bottom of the
Oh
bottom
boy,
right now. We got to acquire the talent. That's where we're at.
right?
We're thirsting for talent.
I've
So
watched Benoit Benjamin play center for us. So
That,
come on,
that,
man.
yeah,
Stop.
like it's so
Sometimes you
demoralizing.
gotta sometimes you gotta take your lumps. But as
No,
long as you take your
it,
lumps
yeah,
and you
exactly.
trying to improve the team, that's what
Look
counts.
how long, and we was talking about this, and I was telling people, look how long it took Orlando, and I was like, yo, I remember saying a couple years ago, I seen the talent on their team. They was getting their head beat in, but I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, Detroit and Orlando, they on their way, bro. I seen it. Like you just seen the type of talent they were acquiring, and they kept playing together, they kept building together, and you know what? They got better. You know what I mean? And they
it,
end
Yeah.
up being playoff teams. This shit
it's
don't happen overnight unless
we
you
just
go out and try to buy stars and do shit like that or trade for stars.
you
Matter of fact, what's her name probably messed up their process. Houston.
Houston.
Because they were headed in the same way as Detroit and
Exactly.
all
And
of
they
them.
went and got
But then they
KD.
had to go get KD and all.
Yup. Yep, they was. Yup. That's a good point,
they,
LBO. They was headed in the same direction, but they tried to skip a couple steps and they
Now
tried to
all of
speed
a
up the
sudden, remember
process.
remember how they were talking about Segun like a year and a half ago, and now they're like, oh, we don't even know if he's a
oh,
franchise guy now.
yo, you remember Hoops was saying that dude was the baby Joker? Yeah, do you
I
see the
mean,
way
I still
he
think Sangoon is talented, but he ain't
yo,
no
Joker,
joker, but he's
man.
still
Oh hell
talented,
no.
man. He's
Yo,
still
if
Yeah,
young.
he's a player.
Nah, but
He's
what I'm
good.
saying
He's
is
good.
all of that stuff happened once KD got there. The
Mm-hmm.
expectations rose, and
Yep.
all of that stuff
But
happened,
but
and
but
it's like they
but
were on their
we
way. They
also gotta
didn't need him.
Yep.
understand a lot of things happen quickly in this league. You could go from sugar to shit real quick,
Real quick.
Ain't that the
you could go
second?
from shit to
Ain't
sugar. Like
ain't that the second veteran team in a row KD has been on where they didn't
Yes.
have a true point guard, and he thought, oh, we good.
where they had one, but oh boy got hurt, Van Fleet.
No, but
that
that's what
was
I'm
a sad
saying. When
thing.
Van Fleet, he knew Van Fleet was hurt even then. But I'm saying, he's like, nah, we good. And then they
Nah,
did
they
the same
stupid.
thing.
They
They
stupid
did
for
the
go.
same thing in Phoenix. Remember? They did
Yeah,
the same thing in
exactly.
Phoenix. Oh, we got Bill. We don't need a point guard. We'll just
Right,
Booker will play it and whatever.
right. And Booker and Bill, neither of them are point guards.
Right. Right.
So, but that's just their arrogance.
Right
If
now,
we
bro, I get it. Everybody want to expedite this process, and they want the Nets to be good and for us to fight. We gotta acquire talent.
Yeah,
That's
we need some
first and
talent.
that's
We
foremost.
all
do.
We have to
that's
acquire talent.
all
And
it's
that's
all
what I'm
the
saying. I'm
talent.
used to them teams where you could have 10 guys and 10 scrubby guys, but you got that one guy who might be on the all rookie team or something, or it might be rookie of the year. And it's like, that's how you get better. The next year you get another
Exactly. That's
guy.
If,
how
The next
if,
year you
OKC
get
did
another
it.
guy.
if
That's
we
how
had
OKC did it.
if we had Acuff, I guarantee you he's going to organize the guys on his team. MPJ, whoever big we have, or Jaeger, like he's going to get guys in their spots. Like we need a coordinator out there on the court. We don't
But
have anybody
John,
to
but
coordinate
you
the
still
offense.
understand if we get A cuff, it's still a process, right? We not
Yeah,
just gonna be turn it around because we got A cuff and be
but,
right back in the playoffs.
so I know it's a process, but everybody keeps saying to me, but John, you're gonna have to move pieces around to make it work. That's what the job is of the GM. Like the people like Chris, like Sean Marks, that is his job. You go one way with Mikael Brown, you gotta build pieces to complement him. You go with Acuff the same way. That's what you do. This team style patty cake ball that Sean wants to play, it's egregious. You can't have multiple guys be the best player on the team. You need one number one guy, maybe a number two, and a
But
lot of depth.
John, let's slow down for a minute, right? We sitting here trying to build around guys that ain't been drafted yet, and we don't know what the fuck they gonna be in this league. Now, granted, I get it. A Cuff has a high upside. Brown has a high upside. There's been a lot of guys that was supposed to have a high upside that came in this league and they ain't live up to the expectations. So I think we need to pump our brakes a little bit. We need to draft the best player available, right? We need to play these young guys, let them develop, see what they are, and then if it's a guy like you, like, yeah, a Cuff, like, yeah, we see it in him, like we can build around him. I like him too, but let's pump the brakes. We don't know if we could build around him because we don't. He ain't play a game in the league yet.
You know, he wouldn't necessarily be building around. He'd be a number 2 option, which is a better starting base than expecting him to be a number 1. So I just want people to know I clarified that multiple times by calling him Dame Lillard. He could be a Dame on this team. I don't think he'll be Cade Cunningham anytime soon, but we need somewhere to
Bro,
start.
that's all projection, bro. OJ Mayo was supposed to be the next big thing coming out of college too, and you know what? I'm just saying.
I was hoping,
Listen.
Joey, that one of these 5 that we drafted this past year, one of them would shake out.
Yeah, but we also have to understand. I'm kind of like frustrated too, but then I got to sit back and think it's been one fucking year.
Yeah,
right?
Right.
It's only been 1 year. Now, granted,
no,
I don't
no.
think.
Gotta be
This
patient.
is not trying to be negative or not. I don't think none of the guys that we pick are going to pan out to be a star. But
okay,
maybe we get a couple of high level role players, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah. But I'm
get
good
it.
with
Some
that
people
too,
feel
Joey.
like if you don't hit on the start and you ain't hitting the draft, I don't believe that.
You know what?
Me neither. I don't believe that neither.
If you get rid of MPJ, they should consider signing Dean Wade to a cheap contract. He's 6'10", plays really good defense. He's a 3-point shooter. Like, you need those type of small moves to start building a team up. Like, instead of paying MPJ $40 million, I could get Dean Wade for like $10 or $11 million, and he's a 6'10" wing. Like, you guys keep talking
And
about
another thing, and we talking about these guys painting the guy painting, and we talk about Tyree Eason. Yeah, they're cool doing it in the roles they're doing it now, but they come to Brooklyn, they're going to have to play a bigger role. So with that being said, you still got to play that by ear and see if they going to pan out and they ready for that next step.
Right.
They
might not even step it.
Ready for it.
Right.
They look good in the system they're in, and in the
when they have no pressures.
But when you take a gamble on a player and figure like, okay, I think he's going to take that next step. I'm willing to invest in and get this guy. It might not pan out.
Right, exactly.
I would stay away from Watson and Tari Eason. Like you just said, good guys, but not top 2 options. I would definitely stay away from Austin Reeves. That dude is so bad. The fact that Luka sees him as a number 2, I don't want to call it straight up delusion, but you guys have seen Austin Reeves in the playoffs. He is brutally, horribly unplayable. Like, I call him Austin Conehead Reeves. I'm not paying that guy $40 million to be my guy on the team. So there's some landmines to avoid this summer.
But John, these are the type of guys that Brooklyn is going to have to go after, because at the end of the day, we not getting no top guys, or no top guys not going to want to come here because they know we not ready to compete.
Yeah, that's true.
So we got to take a chance on the Easons and the Paytons and the guys like that.
No, we could take a chance on a Dean Wade on a cheap contract. We could trade for Zion without giving up any picks. There are ways around this. We don't have to screw ourselves over. But don't just drop $40 million in somebody's lap because you think they have a high ceiling. That's not the way this works anymore.
I'm not saying that. You don't go out and give them that much money. What I'm saying is you get players that you figure that are good players, and you try to give them a little bit more responsibility and see if they can excel in an expanding role. Now, granted, you hope that the least you get out of it is a above average role player,
right?
And then you got your core. You got your core players, and if one pans out to be a star, cool, you hit. And if not, then you take those role players and then you keep rocking out with them, and you keep improving around the edges to get a guy.
What's your thoughts on Max Strus? I keep hearing if the Cavs are going to make some crazy moves, the Nets might be used as a salary dump option. Do you think Max Strus would give this team anything right now on his firing deal, or just stay away from that?
You talk about Joe Harris 2.0?
Nah, I like, you know what? You joke about Max Strus, but I'll tell you one thing. If we had Max Strus in that Bucks series, we might have been going to the fucking finals, dog.
That's for sure.
Because I don't think he would have did no Joe Harris shit.
That's for sure. You got a point there, Joey.
Joey, you think he could put her on the floor? You think he could do what he could do what he needs to do to score?
Uh,
I think he a low key. I'm not sitting here acting like he the say all be all, but I think Matt Strus a low key dog. Like I like the way he play.
yeah, he
How
plays
how
tough.
how, how much would you be willing to give him?
Well, he's on an expiring deal, so we don't have to pay him anything. It's essentially a prove it deal. If you're really good to help this team get out of the swamp they're in, to maybe close to playing, maybe they give him a short term deal. I wouldn't go anything more than $10 or $11 million for a guy like that.
But I'm
What
sorry
would
to
we have
say,
to
those
give
are the
up to
type
get
of
him?
dudes we gonna have to go after because you know what, the Giannis's and all of that shit, that's a pipe dream. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
Giannis
that
ain't trying
From
to.
from what I'm hearing, the Cavaliers is looking to get LeBron and Giannis.
That's
Well,
cool.
they have to do salary dump moves, and I would be fine taking on Strus and some draft capital as opposed to taking on Evan Mobley's crazy contract. Like this is the truth about Mobley. The kid has some skills, but he has not proven he's a top 3 option during his whole tenure with the Cavs. It's crazy he got such a contract.
Yeah,
Like I
but
guess
John,
he's such a
listen to.
player of the
I
year,
see what
but
you're
yeah.
saying, right? But how can he prove if he's a number one option if he's never been utilized as a number one option?
I mean,
He's been
he's
put.
had
He's been put
time.
as a third option behind two other stars.
right.
Now, I understand that, but he's shown times where he can just go to the rim and surprise you. And there's other times where, why are you standing behind the 3 point line, missing important shots when they need a bucket right now? That's what I like about J Dub is at least he scores on both sides of the court, plays good defense. Mobley, he's never
Respectfully,
once proven he's worth the
respectfully,
money.
Wimby was doing the same shit, shooting threes, not going in the paint.
Yeah,
For
that's
one
true.
year, for 1 year. Now look at Wemby. This guy Mobley's been doing it for how many years now? 3, 4. Like
Right, but
he's not
I'm
playing.
talking about this playoffs. Wimby has not been. He don't want to go in the paint because he don't want that physicality from Hartenstein.
Yeah, he don't want
So
that
his ass be
pressure.
shooting threes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Wemby's gassed out, man. I think that first game really tested his endurance. Like you're seeing
Well,
a way less energetic Wemby
let
in
me
the
just give
second
a
game.
shout out to players for Keith. What's up, player and Saint? What's up, Saint?
Hey, Saint. Nah, but like I do agree with Joey saying like there's guys out there like Max Strus, Dean Ways, maybe a chance on Zion. Like the Nets can find a way to use their cap space without feeling like they're tied to anybody. Any guy you get this summer, you're probably not trying to owe that guy a lot of money. It's probably 1 or 2 years at most. These guys are under contract, and that's where the Nets might look. Then I look at the 3 to 4 year guys under contract, like a Mobley, let's say, maybe a J Dub if those picks are reworked. But the Nets are probably not going after any big contracts. It's probably short-term prove-it deals or expiring deals that they'll be more open to. And we can find
That's
some guys. It's just you got to be
I want to
smart
bring
about
up
it.
a point. I want to bring up a point that maybe this is how Sean is thinking, and I hope this is not the case, but you can pick up a point guard in the league that can do point guard duty.
Oh, absolutely.
Might not be a great scorer, but they will not turn the ball over a lot. They will set up the play. They'll be in the right position. They'll make the right pass. They're
Right.
just not great scorers, but they decent scorers.
Right. So I think the reason.
A reason why I say that, I'm sorry, Joey,
Go ahead.
is that Big Homie brought that up. You can get a point guard in free agency.
You talking about
That's true, but
CJ
here's the thing,
McCollum?
though. Right. We're picking at number 6. You have to
Right.
look at the landscape of the draft. Right.
Yeah.
We're picking at number 6 based on where we are picking at.
Mm-hmm.
All the talent, BPA, are fucking point guards.
Yeah, that is true, Joey.
So you
Yeah.
gotta pick like an Acuff Brown if you want to go off the get Fleming
Best
or whatever.
available.
The
Best
BPA
available.
is a point guard around that number 6 pick.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah, and
gotta,
just
if you're
look at
going BPA, you're probably gonna pick a point guard.
right, and you don't, and I know who he's talking about. He's talking about CJ McCollum, who is a free agent. Listen, I think CJ had some moments, but I'm not giving the guy a big contract. Like he's what 35, about to be 36. Like he's going towards that end of his career, but he'll probably be a bench guy eventually. It's just I get the Nets need somebody like that, but like Joey's saying, if you get Acuff doesn't need nobody to baby his ass like they try to do with Diego or Terrence Mann. He's gonna be ready to go from day one. Mikel Brown, from what I'm hearing, he likes when a coach is very, tough on him and stuff like that, challenges him. I don't think those guys are going to need a veteran guard to baby them and take over their role for them. So I'd rather go with the best point guard available, focus on getting wings of free agency, maybe a center. Like the front court is where you need to make those real moves. The backcourt, I think you can leave homegrown if you hit this next pick out the park. So I wouldn't try to get another guard on top of a team that already has, 6 guards? What are we doing? We need wings and bigs. This is not
So
a
that
guard league.
so that
Just
leads me to Sean Marks thinking. Is he thinking Kareem Lopez?
Oh,
Hell
gosh,
no.
please don't. I'm leaving
hope
the
not.
world. I'm leaving America, man. I'll be a man if he's asking. I'll be
I
able
have to bring that up because he will be thinking that way. He will be thinking that way.
I'd
It's
rather
got-
Nate Amit than Lopez, and I don't like
Okay,
either.
Nate Ament.
If,
All
if
right.
Sean Marks seriously drafts Kareem Lopez, that's his big middle finger to the Brooklyn base. Because even though he doesn't, I don't even think he has social media, but he knows the base is fed up with him. So if he does that, that is his act of defiance against the base for calling him out on his BS. So if he does that, I don't think he'll be able to show the face of Brooklyn much longer after that. You cannot deliver something like that with the 6th pick. He's just asking
So
to be.
let me ask y'all this, right?
Yeah,
If we
me,
pick a
yeah.
point guard, right? We already know we pick like freaking 4 guards in the last draft, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If we pick a point guard at number 6 during this draft, does that mean we move off of Saraf or one of the guards moves? Because we can't develop all of them
Good
at the
question,
same
Joey.
time.
That's right, Joey.
That's where you start constructing your future trade package for star upgrade. Like for that to be in that deal, as much as it pains me to say it, Drake Powell, if he doesn't have a big pick in the year, he might afford to be part of that. And then you have Jaeger, Nolan, and Wolf. I don't want to give up on either one of those guys, but if that's what you need to include to get a potential star upgrade, that might have to be a consideration. So 2 or 3 of those guys might eventually be in a trade package.
Yeah, they'll be in the
unfortunately.
trade package. That's how I see it.
That's the only way. I think that's why Sean did it ultimately. I don't think you want to pay 5 guys. I think you want to get some players at the same position so you can eventually trade a good amount of them. And I don't want to give him credit for that because you had 5 picks. You could have got Leonard, Hugh Gonzalez, Rashid Fleming. Like the talent was there, and you decided to draft all these guards. So I really don't know if I can give him credit even for trying to purposely, not pay certain guys. That's still a bad strategy in my book. You have 5 picks.
Yeah, I like Mara, but I just don't think we're gonna be able to get him.
Mara at 8. This is what Big Homie is saying. Saint is saying you're right, Joey.
Who's got the 8th pick right now after the Kings? Who's got 8? I think it's Atlanta, I think. I think it's
I
Atlanta.
think so. Yeah.
So what are they saying? If we give up the 6th pick, they gonna give us an extra pick in the first round or something? We get 7 and what, 12?
If they were thinking with OKC, but OKC is looking to dump.
I heard OKC want Mara, and they trying to move up.
Well, here's
Mara is going to be Hartenstein's replacement because they ain't going to want to pay Hartenstein.
Right.
well, this
Exactly.
is a possible trade.
And they need somebody for Wemby's ass.
Right. Right.
Well,
The West
let's-
need bigs.
Well, let's say OKC does want to potentially move that 12th pick, right? We got the 6th pick. They want Mara. Would you guys be open to doing our 6th pick for their 12th pick, AJ Mitchell, their 17th pick, and a future first round swap? Would you be willing to do something like that?
Who
If
are
they
you
want to
targeting
take
with that 12th pick?
I'm not sure. Like, it could be an Amen, it could be a Yaxel, it could be one of those guys, but maybe Kareem Lopez, which I don't want to do. But if you could buy AJ Mitchell from OKC, he's only making what, $3 million? You kind of get a lot there for giving up that 6th pick, which I don't even want to do. But eventually, you have to overwhelm me trying to move up the 6th spot. Like, you got to give up at least.
That sounds like you just gave up your pick to acquire a lot of mid, bro.
I understand, Joey, but again, that's the problem with trading back. You think you're getting a lot, but it depends what you're actually getting. So it could be really bad, or it can maybe give you more optionality and a wider net to figure things out right now, because we don't really know where we're going as an organization. So I don't want to trade back, but OKC's the one team that could overwhelm the Nets, unfortunately. But I still would rather draft Acuff or Mikal at the end of the day if I had the choice.
Oh man, I don't. To get Mara it might be difficult, man. It might be difficult. You need
Well, if they
teams
want
to
their
want to do
running
that move.
stoppers, you got to get AJ Mitchell. Like that kid's under a great contract, man. It's insane. He's looked like some people say he looks like their version of Brunson without the flopping, which is crazy to me. But if you could get AJ Mitchell and another lottery pick on top of it, why wouldn't you consider that at that point? You have to overwhelm us still with an offer. Like we're not giving you up a lot of picks, you're giving us up a lot of picks, and they might give up their also pick their 17th pick, which is what is the Philly pick as well, which we could find somebody maybe Chris Sinek or a Yasafu if he stays in the draft. Which I don't know if he's staying in the draft right now.
The rarity is the 7-4. Of course, that's the unicorn, big homie. Every team want that unicorn.
There's also another guy in the second round we're looking at, that Italian center, Sugio or something, Luigi Sugio. He might be an option too for us. Yeah, I think he's also a 7-footer, but he's another European.
Oh, that European guy that John just mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine this. We draft Europeans again, the Sugio guy and Lopez. I'm like, holy crap. We're really creating the Brooklyn League of Nations.
We're gonna have our team gonna be overseas team, so
And that's where we're going to move. We're moving overseas. We're not moving to Jersey like that governor wants. Heck no, we ain't moving back to the Jersey swamp, man. It ain't happening.
sounds like a good move. John sounds like you're giving Sean Marks credit. There you go.
I'm not
boy.
even excited because I don't know if that's legit or not, but you're telling me you had 5 picks, and instead of drafting areas of need, like you could have gotten from this draft, you could have gotten Reynard, Hugo, you could have gotten Rasheer Fleming. Imagine drafting those 3 guys, and then you still have Nolan and Yegor. That's quite a successful draft. You got wings, you got a big, you got guards. Like that's what you're supposed to do if you have all these picks. You don't just draft the same guy 5 times. You don't do that unless you just want to underpay them or trade them. But I don't even know if I can give that guy credit at that point because we don't know what the real answer is there.
You know what the big problem is to try to get another pick in this round is that GMs are not in the business to help your team, at least not if they can. They don't want to, not unless it's something beneficial to them. I don't know if they look at Clax as beneficial, knowing that we're in the state that we in. We'll probably trade them for one number 1 pick and that's it. But it seemed like everybody wants to hold into this draft. But you never know. You never know. Next year's draft is going to be different for sure.
I'd rather them come away with a center and a guard at the very least. Like, don't get crazy about trying to get a Lopez ornament with the lottery pick. I get we need a wing upgrade over Clowney, but you really don't have a lead point guard and you don't have a lead center. So, like, the center position is a huge issue. Like Nick Claxton, some people today are still trying to defend him, saying, "Oh, he's a great ISO defender. He's been on a bad team the last 2 years." This guy gets cooked by Karl Anthony Towns, a guy who's one of the worst bigs in the league. Offensively, he looks like a
John. Don't be disingenuous, bro. Don't do that.
The Knicks are in the finals.
But
you can't keep saying they
don't
garbage.
act like Cat is not a number 1 pick, bro.
Yo, Cat is
Like,
Cat is a number 1 pick.
The problem is Nick Claxton. People still say he guards his position well. He doesn't. He can't even stop.
He does. He guards a lot of positions.
Cat's been smoking a lot of people.
No, he got cooked by Bismack Biyombo, who doesn't even have a main job in the NBA right now. I think he's off the bench for the Spurs right now.
John, anybody could get cooked, bro. We listen at the end of the day.
Got cooked.
We watched
John get cooked.
Yeah, you feel me? We watch certain players get cooked, whether they good, whether they bad, they get cooked, bro. Anybody, that's what they tell you in the NBA, right? Anybody on a bench could cook anybody, bro, or any given night.
Listen, when Claxton got that contract, he was supposed to work on his game offensively. Okay, you give him some playmaking tips, right? Feeding MPJ the basketball, brilliant move. You get all these assist numbers. They're not really making you a playmaker. You're just crafty at trying to get your numbers up. Okay, we'll give Claxton some credit there, but offensively, he still hasn't hit a jump shot, 2-point shot to save his life. And defensively, he gets cooked by a lot of different players. Like, I just don't see the same Claxton we saw a few years ago where you saw real defensive potential. Right now, He's going to be, what, 27, 28? You got to get something for him and get a new center that's around 7 feet that actually can handle the opposing bigs. Jamal, the East is not weak anymore. You got Zubats, AD. Like, there are a lot of bigs in this East now. I think Claxton right
Last
now is the 14 or 15 best big in the NBA in the East right now. That's pretty
last
good.
year, we seen Claxton play better than Triple J.
No, stop the triple. Listen, Triple J, if he was on this team right now, I'd be more relieved.
But we seen him play better than Triple J last year. And
Okay, I
Memphis ended up
know the
moving
thing
Triple
you're
J.
talking about. But in Memphis, also, you're giving Claxton the grace with the injury stuff. Then they have a bunch of injuries too, Memphis, when he cooked the JJ. Come on, you can't have your cake and eat it too, Jamal, with that. Like, JJ Jackson is actually one of the best bigs in the NBA. That's why Utah went after him, because they needed somebody to complement their
But
young guards and players on
I
that
remember
team.
having conversations last year in these same type of, we was on Scott's show, we was on Breezy's show about how Triple J wasn't looking good last year. He was
Yeah,
looking
what can
trash
I
last year.
do? Listen, Memphis was going down road with Ja at that point. As soon as the Ja drama started, the whole team just
But
went downhill.
regardless, if you're a good player, you're supposed to be putting up these numbers. Regardless, he was looking ass.
For certain portions, the argument could be made, but still, J.J. Jackson Jr. plays really well defensively. That's one of J.J.'s main attributes why he
See,
gets paid. It's not really because of the offense, just defensively, he's
see,
good.
I just don't like the movement of the goalposts, right? Because y'all say certain things for one player, but then when it comes to another, y'all give that grace.
Jamal, we've seen Claxton for 7 years. He's only regressing. Hey, listen, I wish we could have seen Claxton get better when he signed that contract, but he's still what he is, a lob threat. He guards 1 through 4 on occasion. Like, Claxton has been in a freeze frame since the Big Three debacle. He still is what he is, but the Nets need something a little bigger, a little better at the center position. The center position right now is more of an equalizer than what people are want to admit right now. You need opposing big to handle the best bigs, or else your guards, your wings are not going to have enough in the tank to stop the opposing bigs. Like, you
John,
need
I agree
something
with
to
you.
center.
I agree with you on getting bigs. I agree with that. But I'm just saying we don't gotta put one person down to to get a big, bro. Like at the end of the day, we all know we need a big.
And
But
yes,
we
and
ain't
I
gotta keep coming at Clax about it. Like you feel me? He's only doing what he's asked to do.
I understand that, and you notice I'm not like Hoops, right? I don't say the guy shouldn't be in the league. Claxton will have a role in this league. Just I unfortunately think he'll have to eventually transfer to a bench role.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not making
He either a
$20 million,
bench,
unfortunately.
either he's gonna be a bench player or he's gonna get moved to another position, whether he moved
Right,
to a four or he's not
right.
gonna be on his team.
Right, and it just feels like the time is now. So if you could trade him before this draft, the Nets would have an open slot to get a center. They could actually put real time and investment in. Like, I like Danny Wolf, what he gives you offensively, but he's not a center that can stop the opposing bigs right now. Same with Dayron, a solid backup. We're likely going to extend him. He's a backup though because he can't guard laterally on defense. So if you do move Claxton, the Nets could solve a huge problem and get a real center for once. We haven't had a big since Allen, which was what, 5 years ago. Like, the time is now to get that new center, and you could still get something back for Clax. I think you get back maybe a protected first of some sort and a young player. If that's what you could get back for Claxton, I would do it now. Just you keep Claxton a bit longer. His value is not going to get any crazier than what it is right now, is all I'm saying. And I feel like this is your best chance to do it because there are certain teams that do have cap space that might need a Claxton more than we do. So I just feel like the time to move is now, or else you're kind of stuck with a contract on your books that the value is not going to get any better.
I feel like we got no centers on this team.
We
Everybody that
don't.
we draft that was a
Other
big man
than
is a
maybe
four.
You
Dayron.
have Daylon as a backup. You have your Andre Drummond, but you need
Dayron
a
Yeah, but
might be the
center.
only
every
legitimate
other big
center.
man I'm about to say every other big man we got on this team is a four. That's how I look at them. Denny Wolf is
And
a
we,
four.
and we got to move
Yeah.
Clowney, man. Like, listen, you gave Clowney a whole year to be a power forward. He's one of the worst defenders at protecting the rim. Like, you guys remember getting Steven off the bench. This guy couldn't get a block to save his life. Then he got a few blocks from the starter. But the fact that this guy is more comfortable shooting threes than just driving the ball to the basket, I cannot give a guy a big extension to stay on this team when you're 234 pounds. It's like watching Patty Mills, 234 pounds, just shoot threes all day. Like, I like Noah Clowney, but this guy is not making big money in a year from now with that extension. This was his prove it year, and
But
he really regressed a bit too
you
at the
know what,
four.
John? I'm starting to think, is this what Jody wants them to do? Because I'm
Well,
hearing that
I think
I'm
this
hearing
year.
yeah.
This
I'm
year,
hearing
that's what he
Conley was
wanted.
a whole different player before
No.
this system.
I think what it is we looking at in hindsight what they were doing anyway, what the organization was doing this past year. This past season, we were not trying to win games. Stop thinking that we were going out there playing. We were trying to lose, literally. Literally, we were trying to lose.
Right.
So
And
that
now we're trying
losing
to make
makes
better
it
moves.
losing makes you look bad.
But
It
Scott,
makes players look bad. It makes their feelings look bad. They're human. They got feelings. They
but
go
you-
out there. They want to win.
Right, but even though you're supposed to lose this year, they had picks to draft the right pieces. So when they were ready to start winning, which is supposed to be this year, you'd be in a better spot. But when you draft all these guards, what do you expect the roster to do? A bunch of
That's
guards
on Sean.
playing
That's on Sean.
That's
That's
exactly.
That's on
You
Sean.
drafted- you
Anything that
drafted
comes
your
to
pieces.
drafting is on Sean. Yes.
That's my main problem is you could
Yeah.
have drafted a center. You could have drafted when you could have had the pieces to start adding those vets around with.
But that's
yeah,
not
they
on
didn't
Clowney. But that's not on Clowney, and that's not on Clax. I'm not saying that they don't need to go. What I'm saying is we can't blame them for this season at all.
It's not about blaming
None
the
at
people,
all.
it's
None
about
at all.
blaming
Because if
themselves.
you'd have won another 10 games, you'd have had a fit. So,
It's not-
so no, we know what they were doing. We know exactly what they were doing.
It's just you got to get stronger at your 4 and 5. The power
Yeah, I
forward
understand.
can't
We
get-
need a
it's
legitimate center. We need a
very
legitimate big. He doesn't draft bigs. He had an opportunity last year.
Well, he should
He
go.
didn't do
I
it.
don't know what go season Sean Marks. Like
He
he's
didn't
literally
do it last year. He
he's
didn't do it
literally-
last year, and he was there. He went in the second round. Renard went in the early second round. He had the opportunity to draft him. He didn't.
That's my problem with Joe Tsai. Like, what do you see in Sean Marks and all these scouts? Like, they keep drafting the same player over and over again, where everybody else is drafting for balance.
Right.
Aren't we
Well,
supposed to be drafting
I
for
don't know what
balance
he
a little bit?
sees. I don't know what he sees. Maybe he just sees something that we don't see. But I want to say, Beamer boy, the Nets ain't going nowhere. That's
We are
just
now
noise.
going to the Jersey Swamp.
Yeah, that's just noise. It's just noise. You know how that is. This is New York. You know how New York is.
Listen, it's a matter if I'm alive or
You know how
not.
New
The
York
Nets
is.
one
It's
day-
just
the Nets-
noise, kid.
Listen, the
Just
Nets
noise.
one day, whether I'm on this earth or not, the Nets will win a title in Brooklyn one day. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
I have
no,
to believe that. I
they'll win
gotta
it.
believe that.
They'll get an opportunity. They'll get an opportunity.
Well, you can use some opportunity, but they cannot just use the market. Is the only reason why talent's going to come there. You got to build the roster balance wise. A
Right.
center, a forward, you need depth. I think we could build a good bench this year. We got Dayron, Zaire, Minot. You added Dean Wade to that. Like, I think the Nets could construct a very competitive bench going into next season. Also, that guy that we got that was basically very raw as a player. What's his name? Johnson. Johnson
Yeah,
kid.
I would give up Clax for 3 second rounders too.
I like that
Yeah.
kid too. So, like, we could
And 3
construct a
second
decent bench.
rounders.
We can construct decent. Listen, Ribby.
What's up, Ribby?
We're looking at anybody right now. If Donovan Mitchell wants to come home to Brooklyn to cook your Knicks, I'm all for it at this point. I need talent. Like, you get me a Mitchell, you could get me a Zion. Hey, a Mitchell and Zion, dude, you don't think it's going to work? How you going to stop those two guys? Like, one's going to dominate the interior, the other's just going to score all over the freaking court. So
Spider
that's
gotta
the case,
Spider
that's
gotta
it.
want to come to Brooklyn though.
He should run away from Cat. Did you see what Kenny Atkinson said? We are analytically winning the series. You were down 3-0. James Harden, I'm a great ISO defender. You are one of the worst defenders of all time. I think James Harden is a worse defender than Acuff. And you guys think I'm crazy for that. Come on. Have you seen the way James Harden plays defense? It's insane right now. He looks like a beached whale out there. Come on, man. You can't play a little defense.
The only difference
Jackson?
between CT
Yeah.
and Acuff is defensively, yes, they both. I think Acuff is a legitimate point guard.
Did I set the record for you?
He played.
Acuff
That
is
was his.
nothing like Cam
CT
Thomas.
was a 2.
Fir-
He was a
first off-
legitimate 2.
First off, he has a way better wingspan. Look up Acuff's wingspan. It's much better than Cam
But
Thomas.
defensively, he sucked just like CT did.
Scott, he had the
He's
highest usage rate for Arkansas. He had to run the whole offense. When we
Right,
run the
I
whole
said
offense,
he's a point guard. He's a point guard. He's a point guard. He's a point guard.
And Acuff admitted, he said, listen, I played a lot in college. Defense wasn't good. I get better. He admitted it. Cam Thomas never once admitted he was a bad defender. It's like, oh, it's not my main priority. It's score the basketball. Like, Cam Thomas was his own worst enemy. People got to stop attaching Acuff to Cam Thomas. They're two different people.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Ribby.
God, here's the difference. One guy showed everybody
that
he's a legit top prospect. The other guy wants to play NBA 2K in real life. Get paid $40 million, don't play defense, drop 20. Come on, they're two different players. People got to stop comparing the two.
I think what Sean is doing, and a lot of people, y'all can quote me on this later on, is he's hoarding space and money, and he got picks for that opportunity.
We'll see.
All it takes is one. All it takes is one. All it takes is one player to come here and then another player say, you know what? I want to come over there because homeboy's there. And that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
We'll be ready to see where the cards do fall, but I got to head out, guys. Scott, Jamal, always good talking from Boston with you. Definitely check these guys out.
All right, check out John on X.
And everything BKNS John. Check out my content's always on there, man. Have a good one, y'all.
All right, John.
All right, John.
Yeah, Zion. That's who I want. I ain't gonna lie to you. Zion is what I want. We just need somebody.
But you know what it is with Zion? It's just he has never played a full season yet.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, is it worth the squeeze?
He don't demand a lot of money, though.
We don't know because we don't know. But not the money. We don't know what they're gonna ask for.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to have to give up assets to have an asset that don't play for us, like
That's
Ben
true.
Simmons.
Yeah, exactly. This may be the dumbest thing I ever heard. Coach said.
Yeah.
He talking about Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah. He proved what Kyrie and them was saying.
Sure enough.
Like,
sure enough.
He kind of proved it. Like that's messed up. A lot of people, no matter how much they want to give flack to Kyrie was saying this about Atkins, like he didn't feel like Atkins was a good enough coach.
He was an analytical thing.
Yeah.
Man, that analytical. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of guys, and there are a lot of people who believe in analytical numbers. Let me tell you something. You can't. There's some things that just can't be on paper.
Yeah, like you listen. When you're playing the game, this is not 2K. This you can't play sports like 2K. Like this is not this. Real life is real life. Like that's the problem with people. They don't know how to separate the fake from reality. Like you got to be able to do stuff with your eyes. See the eye test.
Just like everybody say, short guards are done. That you got to be 6'8" or 6'7" guards are in. Yet I'm still seeing short guards. Look at Bronson.
Yeah,
look at Bronson.
If you put the right pieces around them.
Prime example. Y'all can talk analyticals all you want. Talk it all you want. Oh, he don't rebound. He don't play no D. That's for you to figure out. That's the coach to figure out. That ain't for
talent.
He just got to play. You got to play the game.
Talent is talent.
Oh,
right?
Here you go again, Ribby, with that betting shit. You crazy, dude. Don't go to Atlantic City, man. Don't go to Vegas.
Nah, not even that. He could go and bet at the Aqueduct now.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
So they got the real life bet and they got the real life.
Yeah, they got rooms too, so you don't even gotta leave.
Yep.
You ain't gotta just go upstairs, get some sleep, come back.
Mm-hmm.
So they can clean you out. clean your clock. Leave you with your pockets turned inside out.
Ribby said he been to both.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Well, you got a problem, son. Oh shit! I said, I bet you. CT led the NCAA in scoring. Yeah, he did. He did. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
No, we ain't saying that CT was bad. I just think that shit didn't go the way that it's supposed to. He should have took the money. That's what I said. That was on CT.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Scott. During it, I kind of looked at it like I get what CT was doing. Like at the end of the day,
I get what he's saying, but
I want my money. I've been y'all been shitting on me for this long.
no, I'm not saying he was wrong.
Yeah,
but I'm saying you got to know when to pick your battle. There's a time. That wasn't the time because the market wasn't there for you to to have something to fall on.
And the NBA is a dirty, dirty business.
Dirty business. The GMs work together. They are not your friend as a player.
Nope.
So you can't sit there and go, I'll go to another team. They're gonna call him and say, yo, he's on his way. And you know what? They're gonna give you the business.
And you know what's so crazy? Because Jeff Teague was saying it. And it ended up being true. They said they're not gonna allow CT to play up to that contract.
No.
He said it. He said he said he didn't sign the extension. CT is not gonna be able to. He's not gonna play past that. He's not. And we didn't believe it because at the end of the day, we looked at it like CT is our best player on the team.
Right.
It's no way they would do that. You know what I'm saying? But the business is a dirty business, and they definitely did it. They went with business over money. I mean, over talent.
Yeah. The only difference between Acuff and CT that I see that's real big difference, unlike everybody else, is he has a higher assist ratio. That means the ball is in his hand. He's looking to feed other people. He ain't just looking for his shot. So he's a team player. And his personality is different, which is the intangible I was talking about. His personality is outspoken. He ain't CT, be quiet, and which is cool, but you need an alpha on your team.
But they got the same confidence.
Right. No, he got it. He's a dog.
Yeah, they both got the same confidence.
But you need in that locker room to be voiced. Your mouth you gotta talk shit. You gotta talk shit and back it up. People, all the words, not so much shit, but players gotta respect you, and they're gonna have to hear your voice. You know what I'm saying? You people know what I'm saying. Y'all gotta know what I'm saying. You need that dog in there to tell you, yo, man, go out there and handle your business. Homeboy's shitting on you. Don't let him shit on you. I know y'all know what I'm saying. I know y'all know. You gotta have that in that locker room. You got to. And it can't be
homie.
from the
Big homie, because he said I seen CT get 8 assists. I seen him in a game where he got 9.
Yeah, I seen him get 8 assists. It's just the consistent.
How you use. It's how you use.
Yeah, I mean, they could have kept CT, but they didn't want to pay him.
Yeah, they didn't. It was a lot of stuff that went on behind the scenes with CT, and it was more personal. That was more of a personal thing. That was in business. That was personal.
Yeah, I don't know what was said, and we don't know how that locker room is. Maybe CT kind of pulled away from the team after he seen all his fiasco. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. After he's seen all the fiasco that went on with people he looked up to.
And I feel like it's what you said too, Scott. Like the losing plays a part.
Of course.
And also when you're bringing other people in to be the guy, and you're looking past me.
Right, and you still losing. Ain't nobody want to.
Like you bringing in Mikal Bridges, you bringing in Cam Johnson, and you making them the star of the team. And instead of me, you giving me DMPs. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I just put 43 on the head the other game. Before we traded for them. None of them could stop me.
Yeah. Oh, it's
And
a chance.
y'all did me dirt.
Yep. Sure enough, right. You sure enough right. Yeah. Acuff hasn't played the game yet, so yeah. You don't know. You never know. You never know. You never know, man. You never know, big homie. You can make that move and shit. The people that was in the top 3 last year, how about if they come back this year and flop? How you feel? Oh, he's garbage now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's gonna be a couple of them.
Some of them, somebody's
going. Let's say we pick A-Cup and he's not good. It's gonna be a lot of people backtracking.
Oh, hell yeah.
A lot of people backtrack. Oh man, no, we should have did this and that. We should have never got A-Cup. But I'm gonna keep these receipts. I'm gonna keep them. At this point, yeah, I would like A-Cuff, but I don't know what he's gonna become. We're going off of what he looked like in college.
Yeah, you gotta remember, CT had 3 coaches. Yo, this shit is nasty, man. He came in a nasty time. It was nasty. COVID.
The slander, the slander for CT is not fair.
The thing to see what happened to people he looked up to, like KD and Kyrie. You know, those are people he listened to. He looked up to them. You know, then he looked at how dysfunctional the organization. Then you draft 5 people. Nigga, you drafted 5 people for what? They ain't gonna do jack. That's too many draft picks.
Not even that. You kind of drafting 5 players to try to you hoping one replaces me.
Yeah, basically that's why he got all guards.
Yeah, like you. That's what you telling me. That's what you telling me without telling me.
Yeah, but neither one of them are capable.
but everybody got at. You know what's so crazy? When you look at this hindsight, everybody got mad when CT said the Nets don't believe in nobody.
Yeah. Well.
But look what he's looking at. Look what you just drafted. You drafted damn near 5 guards.
Yeah. When you should have been drafting some bigs.
Yeah, like you clearly you telling me you don't believe in me. You trying to replace me as is.
Yeah, that's true too. Hey, listen, and people sit back and look at it analytically, as I said, and the numbers say, get rid of Cam. He ain't no good. He's putting up bad numbers. Nah, it's more like you don't know. You're not doing your job. You're
not doing your job. You're looking at the analytics. You're looking at the statistics too much.
You're not doing your job, dude. You're not sitting there talking to the players. You got somebody paying somebody else to do it, and it's not getting done. It's not getting done right. That's why nobody wants to stay. That's why people that's good don't want to stay.
Yep, or they don't want to come.
Yeah, or they don't want to come. You're lucky to get KD and Kyrie and Carter.
Yeah.
They wanted to be here. It wasn't. You didn't even make the phone call. I bet you he didn't call them.
Ain't no player since they left really said, "Yo, I want to come to Brooklyn."
I bet you he didn't call. I bet you Sean didn't call him and say, "I want to come." I bet you they called him. How much you make a bet?
Yeah. First off, they told him he didn't even know that they was coming. They said they found out. Sean Marks found out when they announced it.
Right. They called him and said, "Yo, man, we're coming to your team."
Through. Yeah, you got that money for us, right?
You got that money? You want us? You want us?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, you ain't make no moves yet, right? You ain't signed nobody yet, right? Oh, you signed D'Angelo Russell? All right, cool. That's what we gonna do.
You gonna get rid of everybody.
Sign and trade him. You feel me? You gonna sign and trade him.
We're gonna get rid of everybody. Make it happen.
KD coming in, and we gonna make this right.
And KD gonna sit down a year. You're gonna pay his salary. Get rid of the coach. They told him to get rid of him.
You gonna smile and like it. That's it.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. And then CT saw the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And so you got to take that in consideration, that he's looking at them with a twisted face already, because he's seen the shenanigans. He's seen the shenanigans live and in color.
Mm-hmm. He seen what Harden was doing. He seen Harden come to games without even coming to practice.
Yeah, he's seen that.
And being able to play.
He's seen all the bad things. Oh, Acuff is, you know what? I like Mikael Brown Jr. I take him too. Fuck it. He ain't got to be Acuff.
Yeah, Mikael Brown Jr. He's looking like one of those ones.
Yeah, he got a decent game. Yeah, that too. Once his attitude changed, Milton, that was it. Dennis, once his attitude changed, it was a wrap. Yeah, he got to go. I ain't gonna sit here and say it was pretty. It wasn't. He had to go, regardless. He had to go. I knew it was over.
But Scott, I don't know if you remember me telling everybody this. I said, if you're gonna bring him back on that 1 year, I said, why you just don't waive him? Like y'all did it anyway.
Yeah. Well,
waive him before the season even started.
Or see if you could trade him, and if you really wanted to be nice about it, like he always do, he could have just asked Cam where you want to go.
But he couldn't trade him because remember Cam at the time he signed that 1 year.
Yeah,
and then it was the trade extension was going. I mean,
he had a trade clause, but he could have said yes to a trade.
No, he wasn't gonna let Sean get anything for him.
Oh well, then that's
you fucked me. You fucked me over. Why I'm gonna reward you?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You ain't rewarding me by sending me where I could go because I could go.
He should have took the money. He should have took the money.
Yeah, but he just felt like
he should have took that
Sean
money.
was gonna.
He was going to trade him.
He was going to
trade him. He was going to trade him. He was going to trade him. But the thing was, you don't turn down $10 million.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't care how you twist that shit. You can't turn that down if you coming out of your rookie deal.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You ain't spent enough time in the league. And you ain't a superstar at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You got the potential, but you got to be in the right situation. And at that time, you could have just took the money. That way, you would have still been on a team.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And then you can negotiate afterwards. Because either way, he was going to trade you to the boonies maybe, but you have to have faith that you can go somewhere else and get busy.
But Scott, let me ask you a question, right? With the rumors that we was hearing, because we heard a bunch of rumors when it came to the contract negotiation, right? If that one rumor was true, where he just asked, he was willing to sign a contract, if they only threw in a team option, I mean not team option, a player option, was that too much that he asked for?
Yeah,
if he was going to sign the 15 per year.
He
said, "I'll take it
with a play option." That's what he wanted.
Was that was fair, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I wouldn't say it wasn't unfair. I mean,
just give me control. I listen. That's all I want is for me to have control. But Sean didn't even want to do that because at the end of the day, he wanted to be able to trade him.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to trade him.
Yeah, and he knew if he gave him a player option, that trade window is out the window because at the end of the day, you can't trade him because other teams going to look at it like, oh, he has a player option. What's the purpose in trading for him when he could just leave next season?
Right.
So it was a lot of funny stuff going on. But
then again,
Cam is the bad guy.
But then again, you know what makes it kind of weird, and this is why I don't think Cam wanted it. You fired your agent.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know what the agent was saying. Maybe the agent was saying, take the money, fuck the player option, take the money, because he knew.
Mm-hmm.
And then you fired and got a new agent. That means there was something going on in your camp. That wasn't just Sean. Yeah, they probably stayed hard body in the deal.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's what they want to do anyway.
And it's too bad that Cam don't do interviews so much, because we'll never find out.
One day he will, and he ain't gonna be good. He gonna say Brooklyn fucked them. Yeah, and he probably did.
And
but
I'm
I'm
not gonna
saying,
lie.
but I'm
We
not
see-
saying.
Mhm.
But what I'm really saying, what I'm really trying to say is, if your agent is telling you that they trying to fuck you, it ain't gonna get better
It ain't gonna
because
get
you
better.
because you went to another team.
Yeah.
They all want to fuck you. They all going to do the same thing. They not going to cut you the same. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to underbid Brooklyn because of that. Other words, if you go to Philly ain't going to give you that shit neither.
And I would love to know what that conversation was
I would
with
too.
him in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but
Because he had to pick Milwaukee for a reason.
yeah,
It had to been some shit that they told him during that meeting that made him think he was gonna be able to get a starting role.
yeah. What's up, Breezy? What's up, Breeze?
Because we all know the business is, if I know somebody, I put in that phone call, hey, listen, you see that kid that you just got? Nah, screw him over. Y'all already signed him. Don't matter. Screw him over.
Yeah, that shit is kind of crazy. Once you in that boat with them, you can forget it, kid. Forget it. Forget it. It's not easy to come out of that.
Nah. Because you know what it is, too? With him signing in Milwaukee, it messed up his chances. Because once he got waived again, he couldn't sign to no other team before the playoffs. Because that's a part of the contract. Once a certain time limit passed, you can't sign to another team.
Right.
So even if they wanted to add him for playoff purposes, like any
Right.
team that needed him during the playoffs, they couldn't add him.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
So they waived him at a certain point. They knew what they was doing.
Yeah, they did it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they nasty like that. This is Kareem Lopez.
Mm-hmm. He's good too, but I don't know if he's number 6 good.
This is what they cry. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of tired and wearied of the overseas player thing. Come on, man. Come on now. It's not gonna work. I don't care how you twist it.
It's Sean. It's Sean, man. It's like he got an affinity for overseas.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, like yo, listen, we just gonna get these overseas players and
what scares me the most is that they
Mm-hmm.
and this is why I was telling Ribby the same thing. Somebody who was telling me Beamer Boy was saying that he heard that the Nets are going to Jersey. They not going nowhere when they got a full arena. Them ticket sales are great.
If they could go to Jersey, they could take Sean with them.
Yeah, but
if that's the case,
their ticket sales are great here.
Yeah.
So
listen, you can catch a Broadway show and the Nets game all in the same night.
Yep. And it ain't like it's cheap neither. I don't care. Even with the losing record they had, they still not the lowest ticket price in the league. That's for sure.
This is why the NBA don't give a fuck about us when it comes to the draft, because they know our pockets is good. Like at the end of the day,
it's constant.
We don't have to
it's
have
consistent.
stars.
It's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
It's consistent. Jersey sales. Everything is selling. Everything, business as usual, man. Why are they gonna switch that up? Got a new arena, or basically almost a new arena. Anything under 20 years is new. Why? They good money. Yeah, this is Kareem Lopez, and his game to me is like, I don't know who would I say he's like. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's more like
He handled it a lot better than a lot of other bigs. I think he kind of handled the ball better than Boozer. If you ask me, him putting on the floor.
He reminds me of MPJ went before his back surgery.
Somebody, you said Paulo?
MPJ.
You said Paulo?
MPJ.
No. I'm saying Big Homie just put Paulo.
Oh yeah, Paulo. That's who he reminds you of. Oh, okay. I
Listen,
don't know.
I wouldn't mind Kareem Lopez, but I don't know at 6. If we could trade up to get him, like if we could get another pick, and we could get him in the A cuff or him and Brown, by all means, I'll take it. Because he seemed like he seemed more comfortable with putting the ball on the floor than Clowney does.
Right. He sure enough do. He does seem like he play. He takes it. He can put it on the floor. Yeah. So I'm gonna end the show. It's been 2 hours. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you, John. Thank John for being here, and Jamal. Jamal been on the panel.
You already know, anytime.
Yeah. Yeah. How you like my background, man?
No, this is smooth. I like that. Real smooth. That gives you the authentic Brooklyn feeling.
Yeah, everything is Brooklyn area, Coney Island. I took all those pictures.
I'm about to say, this is with your drone?
Yes.
So how you do it, Scott? You just go to the areas and then fly it, or you?
Yeah.
Or you? Okay.
Simple. Just fly it before the cops get me. For the cops say, "What the fuck you doing, man?" No, but when I was at the bridge, this is Williamsburg Bridge. When I was at the bridge, the cops were right there. They didn't give a shit.
Oh, get out of here.
They didn't say nothing, but my heart was out of my chest because
yeah, I know.
it wasn't so much because the drone was going, far over water. It was, I seen a helicopter fly by. Dude, my drone is in the air.
Airspace, yeah, airspace.
I said, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
And I know that shit'll get me locked up.
Because I forgot how much you're supposed to be able to put it up in the air at.
But my drones are registered. So it ain't like I'm flying, but I'm supposed to tell them that I'm flying and shit like that, But I took the picture. Yeah, I took the picture, and just 10 minutes after I took this picture, I came back. Fucking helicopter went over the top of the bridge.
But it looked real good. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I've been I collected a lot of pictures for the past 5 or 6 years. So I have a lot of video.
Scott, what's your gram? Because Big Homie want to know what your gram is.
I don't have an Instagram. I have I be on Facebook, and I have a Facebook channel. It's called Scott.
You gotta make a gram, Scott.
I got Scott M Lewis Entertainment on Facebook. It's dedicated to my photography and video.
Yeah, you need to make a gram for the videos of photography.
Scott M.
Lewis. Some more traffic over there.
Yeah. I gotta make a gram. I've been told to make an Instagram. Yeah, but I've been doing everything on Facebook.
That's fire right there. The Coney Island.
Yeah, I did the Coney Island thing. That was hot. Yeah. It was nice.
Where was you when you did that one?
On the beach. They don't say. I mean, the cops don't say too much. I had like when I was one time in Queens, they came to me, but I pulled my shit out and they kind of backed up.
Oh, okay.
They backed up a little because it's FAA, yeah.
The law, yeah.
Yeah, I have a license. The drone is licensed, and I was flying my big drone then. But these
Big Homie, I ain't got a gram either. I gotta make a gram.
Yeah, I gotta make a gram. I ain't gonna lie to you.
When I make a gram, I'm gonna let you know. Only thing I got right now is the X. And it's what's my X right now? Let me check.
Yeah. So
X. It's J the franchise. Like the letter J. The franchise on X.
Yeah, so that's all my background. I've been doing the video with the drums for a minute though. Yeah.
That's dope. I had a homeboy like that. He had a drone and he used to be up in the air with it and doing all that stuff.
Yeah. That's the only way I can get footage without YouTube fucking with me. And then they might try to say something, but they can see the meta is under my name, so they can't. Who they gonna send it to me? The violation is to me. Oh shit, that's impossible. Impossible. That's not.
Listen, as long as you ain't disturbing nobody. Or
no,
hindering anything.
No, I just hurry up and get the shot, and that's it. You know, once I get the shot, I don't fly over people too tough. You know, I try to keep a distance. You know, but you see, I'm on the beach though. I'm flying over the beach. Now this one, when I took the Barclay, I took a couple of those, and I hurry up and did that because they definitely would have been bitching about that. But yeah,
shit. But if you went to a roof or something and did this shit, they can't really see shit because they probably
they wouldn't see me. I did this behind. You know, you've been by the Barclays, right?
Yeah.
PC Richards parking lot.
The parking lot. You did it over there.
I lift off from there. Yeah. PC Richards, and then I lift off, took the shot, came back, went over Flatbush, then went over Fulton Street a little bit. No, that's Atlantic, and then came back around.
How far your drone could go? What's the range for it?
Well, technically, it's supposed to be able to do 7 miles, but with so much interference, I'd be lucky to get a mile. But a mile within the city, because there's a lot of interference. I don't think people realize microwaves are everywhere around you. Yeah, I'd be surprised you don't grow another arm or some shit.
That's definitely dope. Because at first I thought it was like a background that you found on YouTube or something.
Nah, this is mine. I took it with the drone. Yep. All right, Jamal. I'll see you later. Don't forget, people, like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification. I am growing. My channel is growing. I appreciate y'all. I'm now at 81, 82, I think. So I'm trying to get to 100. When we do 100, we're going to celebrate this. I appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button. Come on, guys. My ex-family. Hit that YouTube subscribe. I know you follow me already on X. I appreciate all my ex people. All right, so everybody, take care. Peace.
Peace.